Hey, baseball fans, this is Chris Singleton, and welcome to the show.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Lane Thomas was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as the Nationals disposed of the Phillies 10-9. The Braves knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the victory in extras against the Angels 5-3. The Miami Marlins got the best of the visiting Mets 2-1. The Cincinnati Reds pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 1-0. The Cardinals racked up 11 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 4-3. The Pittsburgh Pirates put together 10 total hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 4-3. The Arizona Diamondbacks combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Padres 2-1. The Dodgers pounded out 17 hits in this one as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 8-3. The Tampa Bay Rays totaled 11 hits as they pummeled the Yankees 9-3. The Colorado Rockies went deep 4 times as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 9-4. DL Hall grabbed the victory with his 10 Ks, leading the Orioles to the win over the Twins 3-0. The Cleveland Guardians beat the White Sox on the South Side 7-4. The Kansas City Royals held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 5-1. The A's pounded out 17 hits in this one as they defeated the visiting Tigers 11-4. The Rangers combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 7-3. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Looking first at the NL East, Brian De La Cruz launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Cards took down the Nationals 6-3. The Toronto Blue Jays hit 3 long balls as they took down the visiting Braves 6-3. The Marlins got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Orioles 7. Welcome to Inside the Show. Baseball is back in April. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Starting off in the National League East, the Nationals' third baseman, number 9, had an outstanding day. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting off in the National League East, Jose Amaros plated 4 runs with 3 hits on the day, helping Philadelphia dispose of the Nationals 6-4. The Pirates knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 4-2. The New York Mets pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-1. The San Diego Padres swatted 4 home runs in this one as they beat the visiting Marlins 7-5. The Cubs' first baseman, number 79, smacked a home run and drove in 3 as the Cubs were winners over Detroit 6-2. Jose Estrella had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading the Halos past the Brewers 10-3. The Reds got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Cardinals on the road 6-3. The Chicago White Sox totaled 13 hits as a team as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 4-3. The San Francisco Giants sent 3 balls into the seats. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting off in the National League East, the Nationals racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-3. The Mariners held their opponent to just 2 hits as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-0. The Philadelphia Phillies put together 10 total hits as they TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Pittsburgh Pirates allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down Welcome, everyone. A very happy Easter to you from all of us here at Inside the Show. Let's recap how Saturday's games played out. Starting off in the National League East, the Washington Nationals swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 10-5. The Metropolitan Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting off in the National League East, Bo Bichette was all over the diamond, hitting for the cycle, helping the Rocks. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, C.J. Abrams was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, as the Nationals took care of the Rockies 12-5. The Miami Marlins picked up 14 hits in total as they beat the Guardians in Cleveland 12-3. The Phillies beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 3-2. The Atlanta Braves combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the visiting Padres 2-1. The Oakland Athletics smacked 15 team hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 12-2. Jake Fraley had an outstanding 5 hits at the dish as the Pirates got a win over the Cubs 15-0. The Giants put up 16 hits on the day as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 8-3. The Rays had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 7-3. The Diamondbacks combined for 10 hits as a team as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 7-4. Tristan Casas had 3 hits and drove in 3 as the Yankees pushed past the Twins 6-5. The Red Sox beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 12-5. The Tigers combined for 4 total home runs as they beat the O's in Baltimore 7-4. The Houston Astros were winners in extra innings over the Reds 3-2. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim tallied 5 home runs overall as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 11-9. Grayson Rodriguez earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting off in the National League East, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. grabbed 3 base knocks, leading Washington to a win against the Mets 3-2. The Braves swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they defeated the A's in Oakland 9-5. The Cubs knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 7-3. Vince Quinones earned his first career big league win on the mound, helping Milwaukee down Philadelphia 4-3. The St. Louis Cardinals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 7-5. Blake Walston won his 4th game thus far, leading the D-backs over the Rockies 3-0. The Padres combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 3-2. Trent Grisham had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading San Francisco over Cincinnati 12-3. The Royals only allowed 2 hits in the game as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 3-0. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Boston Red Sox held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the home victory against the Astros 6-1. The White Sox left fielder, number 65, was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, as the Chi Sox got the win over the Guardians 11-5. The Tigers starting pitcher, number 33, collected win number 3 this year as the Tigers claimed victory over the Orioles 4-3. The Twins totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 5-1. The Blue Jays hit 3 long balls as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 13-8. The Texas Rangers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they plundered the Pirates 6-0. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow. It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Mets amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the Nationals in Washington 6-2. In the standings, the Nationals are in second place in the NL East, and the Mets are at the bottom of the division. The A's starting pitcher, hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting off in the National League East, Brian Bayo got his third win this season, helping Minnesota get past the Nationals 3-2. The Marlins smacked 15 team hits as they got the best of the Brewers at home 7-3. The New York Mets got 12 hits in this one as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 5-3. The San Francisco Giants took down the visiting Braves 6-1. The Seattle Mariners combined to allow only 4 hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-1. The Pirates sent 3 balls into the seats as they got a road win against Arizona 6-5. The San Diego Padres grabbed 13 hits in the game as they cruised to the win over the Cardinals 10-0. The Red Sox took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 3-2. The Kansas City Royals got 11 hits overall as they got the extra inning victory over the Blue Jays 5-4. The Chicago Cubs knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the O's in Baltimore 7-2. Jack Flaherty was victorious for the 5th time this season, helping lead the White Sox. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Padres had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 7-3. Tanner Scott grabbed his second win of the year as Atlanta pulled away from the Rays 6-3. Ricky Pierce collected his first ever W at the big league level as the Yankees took down the inner city rival Mets 2-1. The Brewers pounded out 17 hits in this one as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 10-9. The Miami Marlins put together 10 total hits as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 4-3. The Cubs combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 9-1. The Minnesota Twins totaled 13 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-2. Noelvi Marte had 3 hits on the day, helping the Pirates down the Tigers 4-3. The Giants allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got a road win against Arizona 3-2. The Rockies knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 5-2. The Toronto Blue Jays racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the win in extra innings over the Orioles 8-6. The White Sox combined for 10 hits as a team as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 4-3. The Royals combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the visiting Guardians 8-4. The A's starting pitcher, number 18, grabbed the victory. Hello there, baseball fans, and welcome to a Mother's Day edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Mike Gonzalez collected win number 2 on the year, helping Washington get past the Marlins 2-0. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. The Mets swatted 4 home runs in this one as they took down the Red Sox on the road 11-9. Roismar Quintana drove in 4 as the Fightin' Phils took care of the Pirates 6-3. The Atlanta Braves put together 10 total hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 9-1. The Chicago White Sox totaled 11 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 4-3. The Colorado Rockies snapped their 5-game losing streak as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 9-4. The San Francisco Giants launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 9-8. The New York Yankees combined for a 4-hitter as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 2-1. Will Briggs cracked 2 home runs in the game as the Rays got a win against Cincinnati 5-2. The Blue Jays got 12 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Orioles 5-2. Edgar Rosario was a force at the plate with 3 long balls and 4 RBIs as the Guardians earned the win against the Brewers 11-9. Casey Mize earned the win, his 4th this season, leading Detroit over Oakland 6-4. The Kansas City Royals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 6-5. The Astros hit 3 long balls as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 5-4. The Angels swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 9-8. So that's the show on this Mother's Day. Have a great day with Mom, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for more news and results from around baseball. It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, Luis Robert stole. Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, Joan Duran earned the third W of his season as the Nationals took down the Orioles 3-2. Joe Jimenez collected his first W this season. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting off in the National League East, Tony Gonsolin got the W and now has 5 this year, helping lead Kansas City over the Nationals 4-3. The Milwaukee Brewers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 3-0. Barrett Vance swung the bat well with 3 hits as the Twins claimed the victory over the Marlins 4-3. The New York Mets combined for 10 hits as a team as they stole the victory in extra innings over the Astros 6-5. The win was their 7th in a row. The Philadelphia Phillies put up 16 hits on the day as they toppled the Rockies 9-3. Daniel Espino was victorious for the 5th time this season as the Dodgers defeated the Cubs 3-2. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the National League in strikeouts. The Giants allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 3-2. The Toronto Blue Jays combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 3-1. The Tampa Bay Rays went deep 4 times as they got a road win against Arizona 6-3. Aaron Savali collected win number 3 this year, leading the Bo Sox. Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Looking first at the NL East, the Brewers got a It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Nats put together 10 total hits as they made short work of the Padres 10-1. The Marlins grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the extra innings win over the White Sox 7-6. The Phillies knocked out 10 hits as a team as they nabbed the win against the Mariners 6-5. The Mets allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the visiting Braves 2-0. They now have 6 straight victories. The Milwaukee Brewers launched 3 home runs as they sank the visiting Buccos 8-0. The Cardinals sent 3 balls into the seats as they bested the visiting Rockies 4-1. Felipe Nieto added 3 RBIs to his total as the Rays claimed the win against the Dodgers 3-2. He is in the top 5 in the American League in stolen bases. Drew Lugbauer drove in 3, helping lead the Angels to the win over the Yankees 4-2. Felix Rosario got his third win this season as the Blue Jays defeated the Diamondbacks 3-2. The San Francisco Giants held their opponent to just 2 hits as they blew out Baltimore 8-1. The Guardians smacked 15 team hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 8-4. The Cincinnati Reds combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 3-0. The Twins racked up 11 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Tigers 7-2. Reed Detmers won the game, finishing a complete game one-hitter as the Cubs pushed past the Astros 3-0. He currently has the most shutouts among pitchers in the National League. Matt Cronin won his first game of the season, leading the A's to the win over Texas 4-3. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, the Bo Sox tossed a combined one-hitter as they pulled away from the Nationals 12-1. The Miami Marlins knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Braves 10-5. The Philadelphia Phillies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 4-1. The New York Mets picked up 14 hits in total as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 7-5. The Reds totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 7-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates got 11 hits overall as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 5-0. The Brewers hit 3 long balls as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 9-2. The Rockies combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Yankees 5-4. The Blue Jays starting pitcher, number 76, earned the 3rd W of his season as the Blue Jays pushed past the Giants 1-0. The Rays combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 2-1. The White Sox launched 3 home runs as they bested the visiting Padres 7-6. Nico Horner drove in 4 and had a home run as the Royals got the victory over the Guardians 7-3. The Minnesota Twins combined for 4 total home runs as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 9-3. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim had 12 hits as a team as they sent their crowd home happy after a walk-off win against the Astros 8-6. The Seattle Mariners amassed 14 hits in the game as they defeated the A's in Oakland 8-4. They now have 5 straight wins. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball. Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Washington Nationals grabbed 13 hits in the game as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 7-2. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. In the AL Central, Brady Singer won his 4th game thus far as the Mets grabbed a win against the Twins 4-2. The Phillies pounded out 17 hits in this one as Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the A's totaled 11 hits as they beat the visiting Marlins 3-2. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the NL East, the Nationals combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 1-0. Julio Rivera grabbed win number 9 this year, helping the Rangers pull out a win against the Braves, 4-2. He is currently leading the American League in wins. The Marlins put together 10 total hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 3-2. The Mets shortstop, number 1, had 3 hits in the contest as the Mets were winners against the Padres 6-1. The Yankees held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 4-0. Yerry De Los Santos earned his 4th win out of the bullpen as the Cardinals beat their rival Cubs 2-1. Michael Kopech collected win number 3 this year as Arizona got a win over Baltimore 3-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-0. The Giants racked up 11 hits as a team as they toppled the Rockies 10-0. The Blue Jays only allowed 2 hits in the game as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 1-0. Dustin May got the win, his 6th so far this year, leading the Mariners to a victory over the White Sox 4-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. The Twins A very happy Father's Day to all you dads out there from us at Inside the Show. Here's what happened around the league on Saturday. Starting off in the National League East, the Cincinnati Reds combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 1-0. The Braves knocked out 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 6-4. The Philadelphia Phillies got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Fish in Miami 7-3. The Mets knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Padres 6-3. Ronzi Contreras grabbed win number 6 on the year, helping lead the Brewers past the Bronx Bombers 5-4. The Chicago Cubs had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 4-3. Matt Tabor got his 3rd win this season as Arizona got a win over Baltimore 3-0. The Royals hit 3 long balls as they embarrassed the Dodgers 11-5. The Colorado Rockies broke up their 7-game losing skid as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 9-4. The Tampa Bay Rays launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 5-1. The Chicago White Sox allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the visiting Mariners 5-2. The Cleveland Guardians combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 6-3. The Tigers shortstop, number 44, sent 2 into the seats while driving in 6, as the Tigers were victorious over the Astros 9-1. He is in the top 5 in the American League in hits. The Boston Red Sox allowed only 5 hits in the game as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 3-2. The Pirates amassed 14 hits in the game as they dismantled the A's 11-2. So that's all we've got for our Father's Day edition. Hopefully you're headed... Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside. Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, the Washington Nationals totaled 13 hits as a team as they nabbed an extra innings win over the Braves 6-5. Harold Ramirez needed only a triple to hit for the cycle as the Cubs took care of the Phillies 4-3. The Pittsburgh Pirates grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Mets 10-3. The Miami Marlins knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona 9-4. Vince Quinones grabbed the victory, his fourth of the year, as the Brewers took care of the Reds 5-2. The Dodgers swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 8-6. The Mariners got 12 hits in this one as they grabbed a victory. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, Mackenzie Gore got the W and now has 5 this year as the Cards. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the NL. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Nationals smacked 15 team hits as they bested the visiting Rockies 10-5. The Marlins sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 10-6. Howard Holder smacked 3 doubles in the game, helping the Mets get by the Phillies 7-3. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. The Cubs knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 9-4. The Jays combined for a 4-hitter as they ran over the Reds 10-0. The Brew Crew allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed the walk-off win over the Royals 3-2. The Pirates launched 3 home runs as they stole one from the Diamondbacks in walk-off fashion 9-6. The Minnesota Twins held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 5-1. Josiah Gray earned win number 7 this season, leading the Yankees past the Guardians 8-6. The Rays pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 4-1. The San Francisco Giants totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the White Sox on the south side 7-2. The Houston Astros put together 10 total hits as they took. Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting in the American League Central, Davy Garcia got the win number 7 thus far, leading the Metropolitans over the Royals 3-1. The Pittsburgh Pirates held their opponent to just 2 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 5-3. The Reds starting pitcher, number 32, earned win number 7 this season, leading the Reds over the Phillies 3-2. He is currently among the NL leaders in earned run average. The Milwaukee Brewers had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 11-10. The Seattle Mariners knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona 5-0. The Rockies combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the home victory against the Astros 8-5. The Chicago Cubs combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 1-0. Everson Pereira had 3 home runs on the day, all of them solo shots, helping the Pinstripes pass the Blue Jays 10-7. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. The Guardians combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd, 1-0. The Halos held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics, 5-1.